Hey everyone, it's Thunder and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good week so far and keeping well and safe. So in today's video I'll be following on from the short series related to the 4 pillars of No Man's Sky. The first was about the trade pillar, and if you haven't checked that video out already, I will post the link in the description for you to view at your convenience. In today's video I will be discussing the explore pillar. Now this was a hard one for me to single out, as the explore term could mean a vast amount of possibilities, whether that was planetary exploration, space, or simply discovering rare alien relics. However, Hidden Panda on Twitter made a very cool post related to better space physics and planetary bodies. That got me thinking, and I wanted to cover that aspect of the explore pillar further and offer my opinion on ways to improve it. Disclaimer, let me state that these are merely my own ideas and not based on realistic expectations of what current gen hardware can do or confirmed features that are coming to No Man's Sky. So we all know that No Man's Sky currently does not have planet rotation or any form of space physics that would be deemed realistic to our own universe. The planets in No Man's Sky are static, with a day to night cycle as the planet is rotating on its axis as it spins around the sun. If there was one thing I would like to see the explore pillar expanded on, it would be the introduction of realistic orbital planetary physics. To clarify, I would like to see the introduction of planet rotation and the planet's conditions dependent on distance from the sun, and resources that make sense based on these conditions. So for example, if a planet was closest to the sun, you would expect to find a hellhole to the extent of Mustafar, with dangerous volcanic activity, yet valuable organic resources that may involve you requiring specialized tech to gather these resources. And if a planet was furthest from the sun, it would be a freezing death trap like Hoth, and may require you to suit up in your best gear before even exiting your ship, with insane crystal structures for you to mine. This could also apply to fauna, as currently fauna variations are random, and you could find a Care Bear on a hellhole, but also on a lush planet. The ecology in No Man's Sky does not make sense based on planetary climates or conditions, and perhaps they're not meant to. However, I feel fauna should fit to their planetary conditions and make sense based on that. As seen pre-release with planets like Bellari 5, Sean Murray stated that plutonium crystals were commonly found on cold planets due to the planetary conditions for it to grow naturally. This made sense, as currently you can find pretty much every resource abundantly on every biome, other than a few star-class resources such as indium for example. For me, this would add a sense of risk, yet reward to gather resources. Sure, No Man's Sky is an ambient, chilled experience of which I love, but there's such a limited challenge for the player that there's very little reward for what you do. This could fix that complaint. Another thing I would like to see which relates to orbital mechanics is a real sun. The sun in No Man's Sky is basically a 2D box that you never reach as it glitches out and causes your game to go into a hissy fit. I know percentages of the community has longed for a real sun, that there is a purpose and allows you to explore it, even put yourself at risk. Sure, what could you do once you get to the sun, you may ask? Sometimes it's not about what you can do, but what you experience. An experience that many players want in No Man's Sky, and perhaps taking some snazzy snaps while you're hovering around the sun and taking damage to your shields. And finally, the ability to fly to another system manually. It was discussed pre-release from a quote from Sean that you could fly to another system, but no one's actually done it yet. Well, perhaps it was in and Hello Games removed it, but we will never know, and it does not matter because it's history. Now some of you will say, well, that would be a chore and could take an insane amount of hours. Yes, it could, and perhaps it may not be something you wish to do, and you want to have easy navigation to other systems because your playstyle fits that way. The solution for that would be to implement that as an option via hotkey for the player. If you choose the manual option, your journey to the next system may encounter some sort of ancient relics, alien organisms that organically appear and not on a set timer, and that will make the journey to your next system worthwhile. That is just my 2 cents of course folks. So that's my proposed ideas for the explore pillar, and of course I would love to hear your opinions and obviously ideas as well regarding this, and what would you like to see improved on. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you could kindly leave a like, that would be lovely as well. And of course, if you have not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe, as that would be great. Thank you for taking the time watching this video, and Thunder's going to sign off now. I hope you all have a great day, take care and be safe. Bye bye.